He walked in undercover to feel the soul of his restaurant, and walked out wondering if it even had one left. You ever notice if you really want the truth, just watch how people treat someone they think can't do a thing for them? That thought kept bouncing around Darius Ellington's head as he stepped out of his car, squinting up at that old green and yellow neon Ellie's grill. That place was his pride, his proof to the world, but he hadn't actually come through those doors as a customer in over a year. As the owner, he was always somewhere else, in meetings, wrangling with suppliers, glued to his phone. But lately, something about the place just didn't sit right. There'd been a few sharp-tongued reviews, rumors from folks he trusted, little complaints that didn't sound like the Ellie's grill he'd built with his own scraped-up hands. His gut was buzzing, yeah, something was off. So Darius did what most folks in his position wouldn't even think about. He threw on some old jeans, ripped at the knee a washed-out hoodie, pulled a Braves cap low over his eyes, and slipped in right at the lunch rush, 12:46 on the dot. The smell hit him first slow-cooked brisket, cornbread, that sharp vinegar tang of barbecue sauce, the kind of smell that makes you feel like you just got hugged by someone you love. His grandma, Ellie, always said, good food's a warm hug with flavor, and that was supposed to be the spirit of this place, her spirit. But something was off. No one looked up, no smile, not even a nod. The cashier, Kendall, a skinny kid with a bored look, thumbed his phone behind the register. The other cashier, Marina, popped her gums so loud he could hear it over the twangy country music. Next, Marina called, eyes still glued to her phone. Darius stepped forward and ordered a pulled pork sandwich, side of baked beans, please. She barely grunted, stabbed at the touchscreen, and asked that it. He nodded, paid cash, and slid over to the side, waiting for his order when he heard Kendall mutter, "You see him? Another one-off peach tree. Probably won't even tip." Marina snickered. That's what happens when you start hiring from those shelter programs. Place has gone downhill fast. Darius froze. Did they really just say that? And then, like it was nothing, Marina went on. Heard the owner's some rich black dude. Never comes around. Probably sitting in Buckhead, sipping green juice while we do all the work. Kendall laughed. But he don't even know half the people here. They didn't recognize him. Not even a flicker of suspicion. He was angry, of course, but deeper than that, he felt disappointed. This place was about giving folks a chance, just like his grandma gave him. But these two, they were poisoning the well. He glanced around. An older man in a suit frowning at his drink. A young mother juggling her toddler, clearly waiting on service. But no one moved, no one smiled. Ellie wouldn't have recognized this place. Darius stepped up to the counter. Actually, cancel that sandwich. Kendall barely looked up. You sure? Yeah, Darius said, voice flat. Lost my appetite. He walked out, shut the door behind him, and just sat in his car, staring at his hands on the steering wheel. Didn't drive off. Just sat. The words, that lazy mockery, the carelessness, it wasn't just what they said, it was how easily it rolled off their tongues, like they'd done it 100 times before. He watched people come and go through the window, a teenager in a uniform, a dusty construction worker, a couple quietly arguing. The neon letters above the Durelli's grill glowed, but the light didn't reach inside anymore. 10 minutes passed, then 15. Darius slipped out and walked down the block, grabbed a coffee from the gas station, then circled back to the alley behind the restaurant. No cameras, just a cracked kitchen window. Inside, someone laughed. A deep rumble. He recognized Big Reggie, the grill master, the man he'd hired straight out of the halfway house. Man, he ain't ever coming back. Kendall's voice carried through. If he does, he'll walk in all fancy, act like he invented gumbo or something. Marina chimed in. Mr. Ghost Boss. Picture on the wall, never in the building. Reggie's chair creaked. You all know he started this place with $200 and a backyard smoker, right? So, Marina shot back. So, watch your mouth, Reggie warned. Some of us remember what this place used to mean. Long silence. Kendall scoffed. If you don't care enough to show up, why should we? Respect goes both ways, Reggie said, voice sharp as a knife. Darius stepped back, caught between pride for Reggie and shame for the others. When had hands off become absent? Ellie's words echoed in his head. You can't plant a garden and forget to water it, baby. Don't matter how good the seeds are. He left the place unsupervised, let good people go it alone, and that maybe was worse than being a bad boss being invisible. That night, he sent a blunt group text. Team meeting tomorrow at 9 a.m. Required. No explanation, no emojis. Then he holed up in a hotel outside Marietta, jotting down every detail. Tomorrow wasn't about firing people yet. It was about fixing the soul of the place. And he'd do it face to face, not hiding in a hoodie. The next morning, Darius pulled up early, clean and sharp in a charcoal blazer, blue jeans, boots his real self. From the car, he watched employees file in. Marina was late, phone in hand. Kendall had earbuds in, laughing to himself. Reggie arrived first, unlocked the door with the key Darius had given him years ago. He waited until 9:02, then walked in. Charisse, the cook he'd hired fresh out of culinary school, spotted him first, her eyes wide. Reggie nodded, calm but respectful. Marina and Kendall looked like ghosts. Darius said nothing, just let the silence sit until it started to bite. Then he spoke. I won't keep you long, but I need you to really hear me. This place is named after my grandma, Ellie Mae. If you'd met her, you'd know why this place means more than food or money or some five-star review. She fed people whether they could pay or not. She gave second chances like they were candy. She believed nobody's broken, just overlooked. He scanned the room. Yesterday, I walked in, and I didn't recognize what I built. I heard two employees right there talking about the owner like he's a ghost, trashing new hires. I heard it all. I walked out because I needed to know where we lost our way. He looked directly at Marina, then Kendall. I own this place. I built it from nothing, and somewhere along the line, I stopped showing up. That's on me. But the disrespect, the carelessness, that's on you. The silence was heavy, like no one wanted to breathe. Darius continued. Some of you still carry the heart of this place. Others, you just clock in and treat this job like it's beneath you. That ends now. A server, Tiana, raised her hand. Mr. Ellington, I didn't know you were watching. Thank you for coming. He nodded. I should have done it sooner. I let my distance turn into confusion. Let folks fill in the blanks with their own stories. Then, unfolding a slip of paper, new rules. Monthly staff check-ins, I'll be in twice a week, real customer feedback, not just Yelp. But if you can't respect the place, the people, or the purpose, walk away. No one moved, but the energy shifted. Darius called Marina and Kendall to the back. I'm giving you this moment. Tell me what this place means to you. Kendall shrugged. It's just a job. Darius said, then you've been cashing the wrong kind of check. This place isn't just about food. Marina said, you weren't around. We thought it didn't matter. That's on me, Darius admitted. But how does that justify talking down to people? Does that build trust? Marina shook her head. No, Darius said. I'm not firing you. Not today. Maybe what we need isn't fewer people, but better ones. You got one shot. Show me you belong. Back in the main room, the staff watched Darius clap his hands. We open in 30. Let's see if Ellie's still here. Lunch rush came hard. Darius didn't bark orders. He just watched. Reggie ran the kitchen with the focus of a conductor. Tiana joked with customers. Marina tried her smile, shaky but real. Kendall kept quiet, did his work. At 12:46, a kid in a hoodie came in, nervous, clearly new. Marina took his order. Reggie gave the kid a nod. You got this. Later, Darius told Marina, that's Isaiah Penn. Shelter program. Here, on a recommendation. He's not broken, just starting over. Treat him right. Marina's face changed, a flicker of understanding. I'm sorry, she said. Show me, Darius replied, by how you treat the next 10 people. By the end of the shift, the tip jar was full, the kitchen spotless, people lingered. Kendall admitted quietly, I talk too much. I'll do better. I believe in second chances, Darius replied, as long as the first is acknowledged. The culture wasn't fixed, but for the first time, there was a crack for the light to get in. The next morning, Darius stood in the quiet kitchen, coffee in hand, staring at an old photo of his grandma. Almost lost this place, Grandma, he whispered, then flipped on the lights. He called the team together. Thank you for yesterday. That's the first time in a while it felt right. He held up 2 folders. One's for folks who want to stay, for the ones who believe in what we stand for. The other's for anyone who needs to go no shame, 2 weeks' pay, and a recommendation. But don't stay here just to clock in. By noon, Reggie signed to stay. Then Charisse, Tiana, one by one. Marina, late afternoon, quietly handed in her resignation. I was chasing a paycheck. You need people who chase purpose, she said. Darius nodded. Thank you for being honest. Kendall, after closing, quietly put his form on the table. I'm staying, and I'll earn it. Darius just nodded. Don't make me regret it. A week later, Ellie's grill felt different. Not louder, not busy or just right. The bell had its old friendly ring. The register clicked, the kitchen sang. But the biggest change was the people. They smiled, they cared. Word spread not on social media, but the old way, mouth to ear. Isaiah came back, looking less nervous, thanked Reggie for the shot. A mom brought her sister. A mailman brought friends. Ellie's grill, slowly, surely, became what it was supposed to be again. Not perfect, but true. At closing, Darius stood outside, staring at the flickering neon sign. Charisse stepped out, handed him a note left by a customer. Been coming here since you opened. Thought I lost the feeling, but today, it felt like Ellie again. He read it, folded it, slipped it into his pocket. Whispered, we're still watering, Grandma. You know, no matter what you build, it's not the walls or the name that matter. It's the people who keep the spirit alive. Never assume a strong foundation means your work is done. Culture needs maintenance. Respect needs reminding. Second chances, they need room to grow. Show up for your people, your purpose, and yourself. If this story struck a chord, share it. Not for the views, but because someone out there needs to hear it's someone who forgot what they built, someone who needs a reason to walk back in and fix it. You know what I mean?